Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about Patreon. I have created a Patreon account. I've had for quite some time, many of you have asked me to create a Patreon account, and a lot of my friends have encouraged me to do it for a very long time. And I resisted, and I did that because I have always been very proud of the fact that everything on my channel has been free. All my tutorials are free, all my patterns, designs, files, everything that I could possibly offer for free, I have offered for free. And while my channel's not going to change here on YouTube, I have decided to go ahead and open up that Patreon account. And I'm going to share with you the reasons why I think this is going to be a really fun addition to my content. So my channel and my Facebook groups have gotten large enough that it gets really hard to be able to interact with every single question or every single picture or every single comment or suggestion. And this is going to allow me to have a little bit smaller of a community that I can actually do some one-on-one interaction with. And not that I'm not going to continue to answer questions and things like that in my Facebook groups and on YouTube. But this is something that it's going to be much more personal because the community is going to be much smaller. So the content on YouTube is not going to change. I'm still going to do the same videos and tutorials and things like that that I've always done. However, over on Patreon, you're going to probably be able to see, depending on what tier you get, there are different things that you can do at different levels. And let me back up a little bit. If you're not familiar with Patreon, it is sort of a subscription where you can subscribe to a content creator or a Patreon. You can subscribe at a monthly rate, and you can pick which rate you want to do. It could be anywhere from $1 to, some people have $100 a month. Mine aren't that high. But you can choose the level you want. And for different levels, you generally get more perks. So you'll start with the $1 level, and they'll get us this perk. And then the next level will get those perks plus something else. And the next level will get both of those perks plus something else. So that's kind of how it's generally set up most of the time. So I've set mine up, and depending what level you're going to be in, I have a Facebook group that's going to be a private Facebook group. And right now it's set for the highest tier. I think I'm going to open that up to the top 2 tiers. And what that's going to allow me to do is do some live videos in there. I hope to have the members come on screen and maybe they do some live videos. I hope to share some of the, their shops and their Etsy information, things like that. I'm going to be able to put that into videos, things like that. It's just going to allow me to do something that I can't offer to 200,000 subscribers, but I can offer it to a community that I can control the size. The other thing I'm going to be doing is, a lot of times you guys ask me if I make something in a video, are you selling these? And I don't sell strictly because I'm a one-man show. I have a full-time job, and then I do YouTube video editing and all of that, and I create the content. So being a one-man show and doing all of that and having a full-time job just doesn't allow me the time to pack and ship and do things that it takes to be a retailer. And I also don't enjoy making the same thing repetitively over and over and over and over and over, which you have to do as a retailer. So that's not something I've ever been able to offer. But with this Patreon account, I will be able to control how big that community is. So I can make 10 of these and send them out to my Patreons just for being a Patreon. Or I can share those little pins that I posted that I had made for Creativation that I have hundreds of. I can share that kind of stuff because I can control how many it is, and it's not going to be too overwhelming or take up so much time. So the other thing I'm going to be able to offer is some free files, things that take a little bit longer to create, like embroidery files. It takes a little bit of time to digitize those, and it takes a little bit of time to save them in all the different formats and things like that. So I'll be able to share that. I hope to have a lot more interaction over there where we can really get to know each other and things like that. But again, because that community is going to be a little bit smaller, hopefully, it's actually going to be a lot smaller. We're not going to have 200,000 people on Patreon, but it's going to just allow me to provide some additional perks that I just can't do on a mass basis. So that's why I decided to go ahead and do it. I'm really excited about it. Again, if you want to support me over there, I am beyond humbled and beyond grateful and all of that. But if you just want to join me here on YouTube and in the Facebook group, I am humbled and grateful for that as well. Please know that it's not expected and it's just an added perk. It's something else that I can offer, and it's a way that I can control how big the community is so that I can do some of the fun things and share some physical items with my Patreons. So I hope you guys, if you have any questions, everything's linked in the description below. If you go to the main page, it'll show you all the different tiers and the different outlines. And again, I think I'm going to be changing a few things for the second top 2 tiers. I think I'm going to go ahead and open up that Facebook group. I set the Facebook group up, but I haven't added anybody yet. Please bear with me. It's a work in progress. I just started Patreon. I'm learning my way around it. It's pretty easy to navigate. There is some content already there. They did get a sneak peek at the video that was released yesterday, and they got to see the video early and things like that. So that's going to continue. Other than that, thanks so much for watching. And as always, never stop making. See ya. Bye-bye.